overnight here is
I've
I've added a class called echo. And if you can see, echo has two methods. It creates itself. Most importantly, down the bottom here, I have completely exhausted the unit test cases. So if you create a database and echo doesn't work, there's something wrong. More importantly, in addition to creating echo.rho and putting it into the database, I have created a test echo.rho. Which is intended to do two things. First, create an echo from the echo URI. And second, create an echo from the directory entry containing the echo. And you're welcome to look at this code later, but this works. This is how I was able to find out what was wrong with new inbox. Is I created this echo and this test echo. Okay. This is fairly comprehensive. And it creates lots of variables and this and that and the other thing. I mean, it's a pain in the ass, but it should be a fairly complete test of the ability to create an object out of the directory at the same time that you create the object from its own URI. Do you understand what I'm saying, Jim?
Yeah.
Now, I have not added test echo to actions.js yet because I'm tired. So you'll have to deploy this manually. Other things that I have done here. I'm going to open up a terminal and show you. Now, no, I don't want C, I want F. Okay, so when you do your pull, bootstrap.sh has been renamed to bootstrap. I've taken all the SHs off of all of the important scripts, okay?
Okay.
So there's bootstrap, there's deploy all. Those are your first two steps. I've updated the contributing.md to reflect this change. There is bootstrap and there is deploy all. If you want to deploy a row file, you use a script called deploy. If you want to propose something that you've deployed, you use the script called propose. So the steps to be taken to create a local host environment is bootstrap, followed by deploy all. Same things as it used to be without the .sh. Followed by run rnode. And after you run rnode, you will be able to use the deploy and propose scripts to deploy and propose your Rolang. This doesn't change the browser interface at all. It still works. But I hope that makes some sense to you, Jim.
Yeah, now what about the URIs?
Okay, so how do we get the URIs so that we can get everything working correctly? There is still a deploy all.log. After you're done with deploy all, you will see these entries. You see that from 3621 to 3628?
Yeah.
Okay. So these are your row IDs. If you really want to check to see whether or not the database is safe and sound and the directory is working, then you take the echo row ID and the read cap URI. You take those two and you edit test echo.rho. Okay. And you can see where they go. The echo row ID goes here. The master directory read cap goes there. And then this should work. You should be able to deploy this, propose this, and get the expected output. The way you update new inbox is the same. This on line 12 is the master directory read URI. Now, because I'm so tired, I don't have opportunity to put this in a separate file and read it into the JavaScript and fix everything, okay? I don't have that time. I'm tired. It's 4 a.m. here and I'm out of gas, man. Have you followed everything that I've said?
Yeah.
Okay. What I would like you to do then, please, is do a pull because all of this is pushed, would like you to do a pull and walk through this with me so that I know that you can work and I haven't broken your world. And this should take about 15 minutes or so for us to finish up.
Well, okay, we recorded this also.
I'm sorry, I cannot hear you.
Oh, I've recorded this also so that I can review it. But
Okay.
let me I need some light here. So I'm gonna just do a git pull here.
You do a get pull. It may complain that some of my changes conflict with yours. I'm not sure, but let's find out.
What is this work?
Reset.
STT echo.
Okay, I want you to stash your changes to new inbox.rho. Since I have a working new inbox.rho, I don't think you need your changes.
So how do I just get rid of it? Remove it?
I think you can do a git revert with that file. You know, cut and paste that. No, you can't. No, you need the full path. Actions. This is bad revision. Okay, do this instead. Do a git stash because I'm too tired to help you through this. All right, now do a git pull.
Right.
Okay, so what it's saying is that you have some conflicts. So do a git status, please. And it will tell you what's in conflict. It says that directory.rho has a conflict. So if you go into VS Code and look at directory.rho, we will resolve that conflict. somewhere in here, it should tell you where, there it is. So you want to accept the blue one. So you want to accept the incoming change. You see where that is above the green line? It says accept incoming change. Yeah. There you go. Is there another conflict? I don't see one. Okay. So over to the left, where it says 21 in the little blue circle.
Yeah, save this.
Yeah, save that. Yeah. And go over there. Yeah, and click on that 21. And click the plus next to directory.rho. Click the check mark at the top. And then, okay, I think we're okay now. Go back to your terminal and do a git status. Let's make sure that we have this right. Okay. It looks like everything is good. You have some untracked files, but that's not a big deal.
Right.
So now do a /bootstrap. Yes, yes, you have it. Yes. Yes. No. We're building your database from the ground up. And on your machine, this is going to take a little while, I think. But I did make some changes to deploy all, to do the deploys in parallel. So in theory, this should go quicker. I have a question for you. Do proposes executed in parallel execute faster than a single propose for multiple deploys? Does anybody know the answer to that question?
I don't think they do, but I don't have to ask Thomas Lobb or somebody.
Well, I'll ask, but I'm just wondering if I do a deploy propose for each file, if that would execute faster than doing all the deploys in one propose. I'm getting the feeling that the one propose executes serially and might be slower.
I think, you know, if you, I think it's gonna be serial anyway.
Well, I don't know. I mean, if you do two proposes against the same RChain, do they execute serially or do they execute in parallel?
I would think that, you know, you would get, there would be some number of deploys outstanding. And you might get some overlap between deploys and proposes.
Yeah, the reason that I did it the way that I did it is because I'm concerned that there might be dependencies between the individual deploys.
They
You
remove
want
the
to
bootstrap.
say yes here? And now do a deploy all. The new checkpoint for our work is called rgov. You see how it's deploying them all in parallel now?
Yeah,
So the new checkpoint is called rgov. I decided liquid democracy base was too, who wants to type that? So the new checkpoint, when you're done here, is rgov. And when you finally get around to making people change the name of our project, it'll actually match. So this will get all this done. You see how nice that is? It goes very fast. So when you're done here, you'll have a checkpoint called rgov. And if you want to get back to it, you just restore that checkpoint. So you're going to mess around in your database. You're going to do all kinds of stuff. And, you know, if you want to throw it away and start over, you restore rgov. See, this is the point that I'm talking about. You see, there's one propose at the end here. And
Yeah.
this is going to take forever.
yeah. I don't think you can speed it up.
If you would please go into the Discord for the collab development group. I want to talk to you about something while this propose is finishing. This doesn't look like where you want to be.
Yeah. I'm looking for the Discord symbol. I don't see it here.
Well, I think you just need to close this window right now. I think you have another Chrome window somewhere, don't you?
No, I don't. I guess I can just type Discord. How come I don't see it? Damn it. Is it?
Fuck if I know. It's your computer.
That's it.
This is a git whatever. All right. So in the development stream, okay, don't scroll. Right in the middle of your screen. Does anyone have a set of good directions to getting a local R node running? I guess standalone. I think we have that, Jim. And I don't know who W2 Wavy is.
W2VY is Tom Moulton.
Okay, so I think we have the answer to his question. And if
Yeah, I think
anybody
so. I
else,
mean, also the page that he's using is the page we use to run it. Getting started.
I understand, Jim. I understand. But if you remember, when I was first working with this, I had difficulties as well. And I'm simply suggesting that maybe the scripts that we've put together, the ability to put together a local host the way we have it, that it might be valuable to people who are beginning. People like Tom Moulton.
Yeah.
That maybe the instructions that are on the web page, while they are effective, they're just not as useful as they could be. And that maybe we could take the work that we've done on Bootstrap and put it out there as a better way to
Right.
get things running. You
Right. Now
understand?
we don't talk about the install of
No, we don't talk about the install and everything, but you know, I mean, if we could somehow get our work into this page and into the main RChain, I think there's value there.
yeah. Assuming we get stuff to work.
Well, go back to your terminal. Let's see if the propose is finished. Okay, so the propose finished. It generated the directory. It proposed the directory, and then it listed the master directory. And now it's taking a minute, 60 seconds before it shuts down the R node to make sure that everything is quiesced. Okay, that's what it's doing. A deploy all is no longer a trivial task, which is why the rgov checkpoint is important now. All right, if you would please go into VS Code and pull up the deploy all.log. And go to the bottom. I want to see what it fucking says. Scroll up a little, please. Okay. You see that line where it says directory echo inbox issue kudos log roll?
Yeah.
That is a list of everything that's in the master directory. The line below it is the output of what's actually in the master directory. And that is a very long line because roll has so many things in it. So this is good news. It means you have a state, the directory echo inbox issue, kudos log and roll are all in your master directory. This is what you want. Okay. So let's go back to your terminal, please. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Hold on. Scroll up some more so you can get to your URIs. There they are. You want to take the read cap URI and copy it. And you want to open up new inbox.rho. change that or row ID there and look up to the one that you just got. Save it. Go back to your terminal. And do /deploy. /source/actions/new inbox.rho. All right, do a /run our node. I'm sorry, I forgot that step. And now do your deploy. Reset. I got to figure out why the fuck it's doing that to the command line. I got to figure that out because that's a pain in the fucking ass.
You need to do is STTY echo at the end of every run for some reason.
Well, if that actually works, then you're welcome to edit my scripts. Do a /propose. And what you should get out of this is the output from creating a new inbox. If my work is of any value whatsoever, you should get that. Okay, what does it say? It apparently did not work. So you have to remember that the output is duplicated. You only need the last half of it. If you pipe it to sort -u, it will be helpful. It did not succeed. Let me make sure I checked everything in. All right, so this is back. This is the reason that I created the echo class, so that if something like this happens, we can test it with echo. So if you go back to your VS Code, please. Take the row ID for the master lookup. Yeah, test echo.rho. Test echo.rho. That's what you want. It's down. Test echo.rho. So the second row ID in the match is the master. So put that in there. go back to your deploy all.log. Deploy all.log. It's right there. It's in gray. Deploy all.log. Yep. And take the URI for echo. Copy that. Go back to test echo.rho. And put that as the first row ID. Save this, go back to your terminal. And this time, instead of deploying new inbox, you're deploying test echo. Capital E. And now do a propose. And what we should see is a set of outputs starting with lookup and a set of outputs starting with master dictionary. I'm going to encourage you to deploy this again and do the propose and pipe it to sort minus U. Or do the propose and redirect it to a file so that we can look at it in a more convenient manner. Yep. And if you do the propose, just redirect it to a file. If you want to pipe it to sort, that'd be great too. Sort minus U. Because for whatever reason, the log records things twice. I don't know why. fu.log. Give it a log extension. VS Code likes that.
Oh, I wish I couldn't.
All right, come back into VS Code. Because I don't really want to read this raw text.
What about just VI?
Okay, VI might work. Maybe it'll highlight it well. I don't know.
Doesn't highlight.
No, it doesn't know how to highlight it. Anyway, here's the thing. There are two methods in echo. One is raw and one is more. There are two attempts to create an echo and execute those methods. One of the attempts is called master dictionary. The other attempt is URI lookup. So at the top here, you can see we have a more method on the master dictionary. We have a more method on URI lookup. We have a raw method on master dictionary. We have a raw method on URI lookup. What this means, if you go back to VS Code and look at echo, we need echo.rho. It's in action. It's up, it's down. Yeah, down, 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 down. Echo.rho. It's above inbox. Okay. These are the two methods. Pretty straightforward, pretty simple. There's one way to construct an echo. And now if you go down to the bottom, this is all the test cases, okay? These are all the test cases. So go back to the top for the time being. You can look at the test cases later because I'm too tired. They're really very simple. We have a raw contract and a more contract. That's all we got. And both of those are put into the return capabilities when we create an echo, right? And you can see the standard out messages that are in each of those methods, which shows that we're actually doing what we're supposed to do. Does this make sense? I mean, it's just a simple class. All it does is print out what you told it to print out, right?
Yeah,
Okay. So very, very simplistic. Go to test-echo.rho. It's the tab right next to echo.rho. It's up there already. Okay. So we have the URI for the echo class. And we have the URI for the master read on the directory, right? Those are those two row IDs. Ignore the body of the new and scroll down. The first lookup on line 26 looks up the echo class directly, creates an echo, and executes the raw and more methods. That is what it does. And it prints out the what's returned. The second lookup on line 37 looks up the master directory and gets echo from the directory and executes the raw and more methods in echo. That is all this does. And the output is tagged with URI lookup for when we're looking up the echo class. And it's tagged with master dictionary for the output from the dictionary. So if you look at the output, we have the more method being called And it says more master dictionary. And we have the more method being called, it says more URI lookup. These are the two things that were executed in test echo. We also have the raw method being called for each of the attempts. Then we have some other, diagnostics telling you the unforgeables that it got from the dictionary, the unforgeables it got from the row IDs, tells you all this stuff. So from this output, I can tell you that the master dictionary is working. Because we took the row IDs from the deploy all. We took the row ID for the read capability on the master dictionary. We put it into echo test or test echo. This proves that the master dictionary works. That given the URI for the read capability on the master dictionary, that I can do an echo. This proves that. I apologize that new inbox did not work when you tried to do it. I don't know what's going on. It worked here before I did the push. And everything that I have here has been pushed. So I don't know what you might be missing. But this proves that the master dictionary works and that the read capability works and that the problem is somewhere in inbox or new inbox.
Right. All right, guys, get some sleep. I'm gonna,
It would be great if new inbox started working by the time I woke up in 8 hours.
hopefully, that'll happen. We'll see.
Well, if we can get new inbox working by the time I wake up, then we still have a chance to get the demo going.
Yeah. Okay, guys, you get some sleep and I will review this and I will.
I would appreciate it if you updated the work log for me because I don't have the ambition right now. Ciao for now, man. I love you.
Love you too, man. Take care. Bye-bye.